Hey guys, okay. I'm gonna get a little close here to the camera. I'm using my phone, but I don't know where the microphone is on it, so I'm gonna hopefully it'll work. Yeah. All right, this is like an update of some cool things that have happened, and here they are. So I get done with the priestess. Everything's good for one day. Then it all starts again. The Christ that was in the light that came down and ran the machine with the priest, he left. He just left. I don't know why, but he left. He's still around, but he went back. Um, they stuck me with another different Christ, which is another Christ. He just helps out on the side, sort of thing. And I'm staying at his place. He's watching me. They put me in the. They put me originally back in the Christian help the people place, and I couldn't stay there. They didn't even know why I was there, and like I'm sleeping there, and shit happens, and I just go nuts. No one will help me, and I'm lost in this place, and I just got the hell out. They took me out, so I'm staying with this Christ, his family, and I'm pretty good. I'm pretty mellow, other than the noise in the back of my head and stuff like that. Okay, so 2 days go by, off and on. I'm tired. Um, the original Christ that puts me in the manger, he's a different one. This guy, he is, at the time, well, these last 2 days, he has put me in the manger and brought the priestess right to my head. Well, I went crazy so many fucking times, I just quit. I'm tired of fighting her off. Thing is, Christ is putting her in my head. Now, I just spent 4 months trying to kick her out, and he's putting her back in, driving me nuts when I sleep. But when he puts her in, that triggers all the fucking links, and he's got to pull all the links out. So he can see the links now. He pulls all the links out, and it's nice and quiet in my head. That's the way of doing things, right? So, whatever, I don't care now. I don't even sleep. I just lay there and listen to her squabble. Anyway, 2 days that happened. Then, tonight, I go to bed tonight, and it was pretty peaceful for a while. Then she comes in my throat, starts talking. And she started talking so goddamn loud, it was like another person was talking to me. And it was unprecedented talking. I couldn't believe it. It scared the shit out of me. I thought I was gonna die or something. It was like I could hear just like you're talking to yourself out loud or talking to your friends. That's what it was like. Man. And I didn't see nothing. It was just energy projecting into me, into my throat, into my head. Oh, fuck, that was scary. Then it slowly went down. He pulled all the links. But upon doing that, he said there's a lot going on with you too. Now, she's sort of crazy, so we can't define what the issue is for her of past events with you two. So they're trying to seek the events that happened. There was one event she keeps talking about. And Christ gave me a dream, but it wasn't an accurate representation of the dream. It was a symbolic representation. Here's the dream, it's really short. Me, her, a black guy, a Japanese Oriental man, and another guy. I don't know what color he was. We were all in a shipping container, and we were locked in a shipping container. Now, for days and days and days, they locked us in there. And Priestess was hanging on to me, talking in my ear, because she was in love with me or something. I don't know. the guy, he takes out the lock. The guy in there, one of the guys, he takes out the lock and he shows it. It's a gold lock. And it's got hundreds of little pieces on it. It's real long. He puts the key in and it goes, and it opens up. And he goes, look, I got the lock. Then we open the doors. So he took the whole lock out of the door. And now we can open the doors. We all come out. She's sitting on the side. Priestess is sitting there beside me. And I was over there talking to the guys. He's talking about the lock. The guy, one guy, this is the most detailed lock I ever seen. Well, I mean, whatever, thanks. Right on, bro. Good job. I owe you. And I'm making sure, I'm just hanging around with everybody, seeing what's going on. And then I sit down with the priestess. Well, I don't sit, I walk over to the priestess and I say, man, we got out that guy. He unlocked that. We are gonna fucking live. We're gonna live. We're gonna live. And I hugged her and I was so fucking happy. I was shaking her, hugging her. And then I woke up. And I go, there's a dream for you. He goes, yeah, I know, I'm watching it. And I go, do you understand? He goes, not yet. And I go, okay, whatever. So, all I know, all that dream said to me, shipping container, which wasn't in the 1700s. The lock wasn't in the 1700s. Well, whatever the hell happened between me and the priestess, that was the layout. We were all a bunch of people as prisoners or something locked away. Christ said once he figures out what it is, he'll show it to me. He'll tell me, he'll show it to me in a dream. So the Daniel Boone, what happened with Daniel Boone and the priestess will be revealed when he finds out. I would have revealed all this to myself, but they've stole my seeds for the last 4 months. So I can't do shit. The truth and visions come from your seeds. Or your subconscious. I don't know. In conjunction with your seeds. All I know is each time I did it, my seeds gave me the information for visions on specific things I asked for. And I can't even meditate because I got 10 people screaming in my head. My kids, my wife, Christ, drama going on. So that happened. Then that's going to be revealed. So, because we have to find out where it is in the psychological clusterfuck in our hearts and minds. And my heart and mind is a connection to her. And she's got a psychological clusterfuck inside her that has to be solved. And me has to be solved. Then the connection could truly separate. Yesterday and today, I was eating supper. And I realized something. I can't taste it. I couldn't taste my food. I had pizza yesterday. I burnt it. When I'm cooking pizza for the last 30 years, I know when to take it out because I can smell it. I can smell it. I couldn't smell it. And I burnt it. I ate it and I couldn't taste it. Today, the same thing. But I didn't burn it. I didn't eat pizza. I ate fish. Haddock. Yeah, fish. Couldn't even taste it. So that freaked me the fuck out. I looked it up on Google, and there's a whole bunch of reasons why your taste buds go nuts. The one I found, there's a couple explanations there that tell you why your taste buds die out or whatnot, is psychological. Between your tongue and your brain, or something in your brain malfunctions. And it started months ago just a little bit on, a little bit off. I could taste things, then it went away a little bit, then it came back, then it went away. But since the machine in my head, since that machine happened, totally, I can't taste nothing. Can't taste nothing. So that's got me kind of freaked out. Right now, I can't taste nothing. I'm drinking a coffee and it might as well be water. Yeah. I can taste the bitter, really, really bitter, and really, really vinegary. That's all I can taste. The rest of the things are gone, or that I've noticed so far. Let me see, what else do I gotta say? So, today I went to sleep. I'm laying down. I'm in a dream. I'm driving a truck, an auto carrier truck. You know, the cars. I'm driving it. I'm driving it in channel. And also, I pull over to the side of the road, and this is my stop. This is where I get out. So I get out, and there's a factory, and I go run around playing in the factory. Just a good dream. I wake up from that dream, and I go, hey, go get somebody. I got a truck. So I bring up this truck. I just want Jesus and everybody up there to be ready. So I take this huge ass transport truck, auto carrier. It's got like 6 to 8 cars on it. And I got the trailer, which is lime green. The cab is black and shiny and awesome. And so I'm standing there right beside the tire, and the tire's like damn near, I'm bent down beside the tire of the truck, and I just pick it all up like it's paper. I pick it up, and then I wheel myself up. I go up until I reach Christ. Now, they went and got a thing from the zombie room. Some people came back, grabbed the transport, and I said, keep it, we need it. Then, I'm sitting there, and I'm talking to Jesus about the dream I just had. Because there was something significant to it about the factory, specifically the factory. But I can't remember what it was. It was fine detail that I needed to tell him. Anyway, it has to do with me. The factory is like a part of your brain. The factory is like a part of your brain. It was a tool and die shop. So what do they do there? They bend and make metal parts. So that was the factory. And I used to work there. In both worlds. And anyway, in this dream, I went back to visit it, but it was full of other people working. And it was totally different in there, but it was the same place. And I got it, what it meant, but I forgot it because of the transport truck. Anyway, I'm sitting there trying to tell Jesus, I can hear these people screaming and yelling and cheering and having a great time, like a party going on, like a hockey game, right? And I'm like cheering. I go, Jesus, you hear that? He goes, what? And I go, people screaming and cheering, like it's a hockey game or something. And he goes, yeah, I hear it. I go, what is it? And he goes, that's your zombie room. I go, what are you talking about? He goes, go take a look. So I started going to the cheering, or what, screaming and yelling and cheering. I went there, and a guy comes up, and he starts talking to me, and I guess I'm there. Also, I enter this room, and it's a bar. It's a pub, a bar. And it's got a big ass bar, people drinking at tables, people sitting at the bar, and on the walls all around there's like huge TVs, and it's the zombie room. It's being recorded by the guys in there shooting the zombies, and the raiders are fighting the apocalyptic world. Well, there's like 200 people in this bar watching this, getting drunk, because it's their friends and stuff, and they're watching it on these TVs through little head cams that they put on it, and it goes out to the public. It's broadcast if they want it to be. And it's a pay channel. You have to pay for it. So anyway, that's going on. I'm starting to cry. The guy comes to me, he goes, man, Rich, he goes, you know what the best part is you're seeing your room? I go, what? He goes, the trees. I go, the trees? He goes, those are some nice trees. He goes, I can't even tell the difference. He goes, they're so nice. And I'm like, thanks. And he goes, you know that street? The street with the trees? I go, yeah. I forgot the name of it, but yeah. The maple trees. He goes, yeah. He goes, that's the most scariest fucking street I've ever seen in my life. He goes, I was in there, I almost passed out. There was no way in hell was I gonna walk down that street. I'm like, holy fuck. You felt it? You got it? He goes, I got it, bro. He goes, that is the most scariest thing I ever saw. I'm like, yeah. And I started crying and he's hugging me and I'm like, God damn, bro. It was beautiful. Then another girl came over. She was drunk. She's talking to me. And we're talking about different things in there. And she said, and she worked there. Like none of my bosses, none of my Christ wasn't there. These were just workers that were working there. And the thing is, though, I'm seeing they built this bar to the lobby or whatever for relatives and everybody can come and get drunk and have some food while they watch their family or their dads and uncles or kids having a firefight with raiders in an apocalyptic world. And they're laughing their asses off and having a good time. And I'm crying because I want to like be here and do this. Man. Anyway, the girl comes to me. She pulls me aside. She goes, look, we're making a room, 2 rooms or a room, 2 practice rooms. So people can practice before they go in. Because some people don't know how to deal with what's going on there. So we need a targeting room that's built with the scenes, a small target, a shooting. I go, don't you got a shooting range? She goes, yeah, but that's not the thing. And I go, I understand, man. She goes, we need it so people can go in there and shoot some zombies and get a feel for it, you know. And I go, I got it. I know what to do. And she goes, that's what we're looking for. And I'm like, okay. And she goes, you up for it? And I'm like, yep. So I get to go there tonight and build 2 little rooms full of zombies and raiders. But she goes, you're going to build them? You're going to put all those other creatures and robots and things? I'm like, nope. That's a surprise for when you get in there. She goes, oh yeah, we may need another room. I go, for what? And she goes, for the armor. I go, what armor? The armor robots. She goes, oh, you want power armor? She goes, yeah. And I'm like, you got it working? She goes, yeah. So I'm freaking out. She goes, the only thing we changed was the feet. We had to change the feet. Other than that, they're ready to go. And they need 3 or 4 more. And I go, you're getting a lot more on 4 or more. Anyway, so the power armor, that I gave them 3, they made 3. They're working. And so that's cool. And they may need another room so people can practice using the power armor being assaulted by raiders and shit like that. Plus, being in the power armor and moving around, you can't do certain things. You can do certain things. You can't walk in the sand. You can't walk. Well, you can, but you probably sink and fall over. Once you fall over, you can't get up because the armor is like a ton. And you can get up and crunch on cars and shit. So, power armor, it works. You know, throw in some big laser guns. Some big mini gun laser gun. Yeah. That's going to be great. So, she goes, you can come tomorrow at 6 o'clock. We'll get started. And I'm like, awesome, man. So there I go, I got you a truck. She goes, I seen that. And I'm like, yeah. It was in my dream. And I almost forgot it in my dream. So anyway, I grabbed the truck, brought it over. Or they helped me bring it over. And that's how I got all this information. So maybe tonight, if I feel okay and everything's working, still concerned about my brain and why I can't taste anything. If that's the case, I don't have to go buy fancy foods or anything anymore. So that's pretty good. It's gonna be a lot of money. Just eat fucking beans every night. I'm not out for taste. I just need to get filled up. Oh yeah, concerning that, Christ, he told the regent priests, he told the light Christ, and all the Christs know now that I can't taste anything. So they're concerned of what it is. Now, the Christ I'm staying at his house with, he says he's heard of that before. So somebody else has had it. But they want to know if it was in the same, similar situations that I was in. And I go, well, do I got a fucking tumor in my head? And they go, no, you ain't got no cancer. You could use about 10 years of fucking cardio, but no, he ain't dying of anything yet. And I'm like, okay. And, cool. But he's concerned, he goes, it could be 100 fucking things. We're going to narrow it down to what we did to you and to what affected you. And you let us know what happens with the days coming. And he asked me a bunch of questions, checked them off. He said, do you eat raw meat? And I'm like, no. He goes, you cook it, right? I go, yeah. So he checked that off. I go, why? And he goes, well, it's been proven to us, anyway, in our world, about your world, that the parasites in raw meat grow, bacterial infection grow, and that turns off the taste buds. And I go, well, that's not it. And he asked me a bunch of other ones. So shit, I don't do. I'm thinking it has something to do with that machine or the priestess. Information overload or energy stuck in there. There's energy in there right now. I gotta move. But, so I'm starting some little illusion rooms, practice rooms. So, okay, you know zombies are moving back and forth, stumbling and shit. Well, you gotta shoot them in the head from a distance. So that's what the training room is for. People learning how to shoot the fucking zombies while they're in a zombie apocalypse and junk all over the place. And then that's going to be one part of it. Another part of it is I'm going to make it to where you add the raiders. So you have the raiders shooting at you, you have the zombies shooting at you, and you got to practice shooting. There's that aspect. Plus you got fire. Plus you got odd creatures that come around in your travels and fucking scare you to death. And you gotta switch ammo, switch guns, fucking do all that, carry different things, use a knife when you have to. All that, different situations. That's what I'm creating in these 2 rooms. So people can practice and learn before they go into the main room. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, that's it. That's my updates. So, I'm going to load this, and it better be good because I don't want to do it again. Okay.